Welcome back, legends.
Three, two, one, let's go! Yo, listen up, about to tell you some tales of fighters and wizard shuriken and sails. The ups, the downs, the wins, the fails, and heroes that would make the Avengers pale. Madara Uchiha, he's a goddess shinobi, dunking on allied forces harder than freaking Kobe. Heading over to Marineford, ready to take the risk. You see, Wiper crack the air with one blow off his fist. Brighter than the sun, hotter than you can see. Oh my god, Goku just went Super Saiyan 3 with Naruto, Luffy, the Dragon Ball 7. We about to crank the speed out all the way up to 11. You just died and you're about to be led to the greatest show this side of anime heaven. So sit down, stay tuned. Hey yo, DJ Spin, welcome to the show. This is Anime Legends.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 37th episode of Anime Legends. Gonna scooch over here a little bit just so you can see the background a bit better. I am still planning on getting all my other anime posters up and stuff behind there. But yeah. Welcome back, legends. This is the first technically official return of Anime Legends and really me to the Afro X channel. It's been a while. I haven't done any edited videos in probably 5, maybe 6 weeks, something like that. But we will get edited content back soon enough. Anyways, so wonderful to be back. This is such a happy occurrence. Trix here says, sup Trix. You are the greatest Anime Legend fan. Anyways, I'm going to start off with the stuff that I always start off with. Which is for any of you watching or any of you in the rewind, do be aware we have a Patreon. You can go to www.patreon.com/AfroX. In fact, I will put it in the chat. All right. There is www.patreon.com/AfroX. There you can sign up to donate to my channel. That would be great. And I just want to make really clear that everyone who has donated to my channel so far has saved my butt so many times, more times than you can really know. You have helped me out of some tough scrapes. Anyways, on patreon.com/AfroX, you will be able to donate to get different tiers of rewards. The first tier starts off at level 5, goes to $10, $30, $50, and $100 a month. Not expecting anything in the $50 to $100 range, although don't let me squash your dreams. Do what you like. But at the $5 level, you're going to get your name shown at the end of every edited video. $10 level, you're going to get your name shown and announced at the end of every edited video. At the $30 level, you're going to get all the rewards from the 2 previous levels. They stack. But also you are going to get a link to my personal Discord, the AfroX AMA Discord. And in there, you will be able to see all edited videos one day early. Wish I could do live streams one day early, but time travel hasn't been invented yet. So what are you going to do? But yeah, so you get your name shown and announced, and you'll get a link to my Discord. You can see every edited video one day early there, and you'll also get to chat with me. You guys on that Discord will be the first people that I talk to for new content. Your ideas will be considered first. Up to the $50 level. If you donate $50 a month, you will get all of the previous rewards, plus you will get a handwritten thank you note from me mailed to you in the mail with the signature. Done deal. Least I can do. If you do the $100 a month tier, you will get all of the previous rewards, your name shown, announced, and I forgot to mention that at the $50 level, you get your name shown and announced in fancy lettering and with fully edited audio. So at the $100 level, you get your name shown, announced in fancy lettering with fully edited audio, a link to my Discord, a handwritten note from me with the signature, and you will be invited to every live stream that I do, and on that live stream, you will be able to plug your channel. So yeah, because at $100, I should give you the channel, because you would be just helping me out so much. Yes. So that's all the info on Patreon. Now, if you go to www.teespring.com, and this is a little complicated, but it's /Afro, it's /store dash Afro-X-2. You can find the AfroX official t-shirt, and that's on teespring.com. And the AfroX official t-shirt has the AfroX logo on the front. It has the slogan on the back, which is "Stay Legendary." Trixie says, "Good to see you back." Thank you, Trix. It is good to be back. Sosa Potence 300 in the house. We love you. You're awesome. And you said you're back. I am back. That is great. Sosa, heard you had a little trouble with the Batman video getting canceled. That is tough, man, and I get it. But hey, we warriors, we stay strong, we push through. One video gets taken down, we put up a slightly edited version of it. Anyways, that is all the merch stuff. So getting right into the meat and potatoes. Time is really flying on this live stream already. I can't believe it. So Spoden said, I got it back, but now no one can see it on the algorithm. Make sure you hit up my channel after this is done. For sure, we'll do that. So before I start anything, I have a platform. Because I have about 321 subscribers. I have a platform. It's a small platform. It's probably like if you tried to stand with your real life body on a platform in a Super Mario game. That's how small my platform is. But I do have a platform, and I feel that it is my responsibility to use my platform in a way that creates social change and can help out the world. And that is why I am hereby saying that the Afro X channel fully supports Ukraine in the war in Ukraine. Um, Definitely. I think that everything going on in Ukraine, Russia invading, all that stuff, it's absolutely awful. So many people are getting hurt. So many people are dying. So many people are starving. Imagine you are like in your comfortable house, in your comfortable home, and all of a sudden you hear raid sirens, which tell you there are bombs about to be dropped on your head, and you will die if you don't get to pretty much the next country. Um, so like it's just awful that these people have to pack up from the homes that they've had, that they've built, that they've put together themselves, and that they have to go to another country for shelter. Um, just because certain people that I won't mention here so that I don't get canceled, certain people are because they want to look bigger, they want to have more power, and stuff like that. I just think that's really sad, and makes me tear up a little bit. um but yeah, definitely Afro X channel fully backs and supports Ukraine. Definitely keeping them in my thoughts and wishes. And man, Ukraine, just keep going. You can do it. You are doing great so far. Um I I look at this situation and I think back on all the animes where the main characters had to fight people who were real bullies and were very powerful. I mean, Naruto having to fight Madara, Goku having to fight Frieza, Luffy having to fight like any of the people he's fought, Doflamingo, Kaido, specifically Kaido, because Kaido like freaking walking all over all over the country of Wano. But these characters have been through tough times, and we can learn from them. Naruto says, "Darkness, hatred, I'll crush all that stuff." Goku says, "I am the light in the universe. I am truth. I am the answer to all living things that cry out for justice." And that's the attitude we should have. We should look at Russia right now and be like, we are an ally to good and a nightmare to you. The entire world should be standing together to combat this. Anyways, as you can tell, I feel very, very strongly about all the stuff that's going on. Looking at the chat here, Trick says it's very unfortunate for them. It is so unfortunate for them. And it's hard to do anything to help just because of the state of the world right now and the way we have it, and not wanting to break out into World War III. Not wanting to break out into World War III is honestly the biggest deterrent from really doing any big change right now. And I know that may make us look weak, but it also makes us look extremely wise. Because sometimes you got to hold your hand. Got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. You got to hold your hand and make the smart decision instead of the powerful decision. Anyways, enough of that. On to today's topic. Today's topic is my anime list. That's right. So today I'm going to share with you. I found an old memory on Facebook of an anime list that I had written, and I added a little bit to it, and I just wanted to share some of these with you while I'm looking at my notes here. So, anime that I can't watch past the first episode. These are animes that I watched the first episode, and I said, absolutely not, can't do it. Lucky Star. I didn't like Lucky Star just because it felt like it was boring. It was like Nichijou without the budget, because it was literally an anime just about what was it? I am so sorry, I'm hiccuping right now. I don't know why. Anyways, it was just an anime about um like middle school girls, and it was boring. They didn't do anything. Every scene was them being in class telling like really dumb jokes. And I just couldn't deal with it. I can appreciate moe anime. I can, don't get me wrong. I love I My Me. I love TQ, the anime about tennis. I like Nichijou, my everyday life. I like those ones, but Lucky Star, it was like if somebody made a show about a bunch of middle school girls and they didn't do anything interesting. Um, Elfen Lied. Can't get past the first episode of Elfen Lied because I hate horror movies and there is way too much gore. I've tried multiple times to watch the first episode, get into the anime, and I just cannot. The first episode turns my stomach every single time. Um and of course Boku no Pico, and if you know anything about anime or have ever heard of Boku no Pico, I don't even have to explain that. You know why I can't get past the first episode. Anime that are popular that I've never seen. These are anime that everybody really likes, but I'm the type of anime viewer who doesn't like to watch overhyped animes. The one exception is Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, which I absolutely have been loving. I just finished season 1 of it the other day, actually. But anime that are popular that I've never seen. Attack on Titan. I have never seen Attack on Titan. It got too overhyped, and when I first started it, I just thought that I thought it was too scary. I thought it was going to be a horror anime, so I never got into it. Fairy Tail. I've never seen Fairy Tail, and I have a specific reason for it. It's because I want to shock people by telling them I haven't seen Fairy Tail, so I keep that one in the back pocket. Black Clover. Black Clover came around at the same time as the Seven Deadly Sins, and I thought the Seven Deadly Sins was a much more superior anime. I absolutely loved it, and I honestly thought that Black Clover sounded pretty much like crap, and like all the other animes that had come out. Regular guy doesn't have any powers, realizes he has like demon lineage, and there you go, can beat everybody up in every battle he fights. Or uses the power of friendship, which is what an anime trope. I have not seen The Promised Neverland. It got super hyped at first before I even knew what it was about. Then once I heard what it was about, it felt too close to my life because I've been in foster homes with mean adults, and I was adopted myself, and I feel like since I know that experience, that I would not really enjoy it. I honestly don't like shows about big families anyway. Like, I can't watch The Loud House. I can't watch Shameless, even though tons of people are like, "Oh, Shameless is great, it's the greatest show ever." Nope, don't like Shameless. Can't watch The Loud House. Any show with a big dysfunctional family does not interest me because I have a big dysfunctional family. So yeah, I lived that. Moving on. Anime that I think are underrated that need more attention. The Seven Deadly Sins. Seven Deadly Sins, honestly, one of the best anime I've ever seen. It's amazing. there was, in the first season alone, I would tell people that I introduced to, I told them every episode I watch of the Seven Deadly Sins, every single episode has something that blows my mind in it. Like, it's impossible to describe. You just have to watch it. And One Piece, everybody puts the low ball down on One Piece. That wasn't the right quote, or that wasn't the right phrase, but anyways, everybody gets down on One Piece just because they're like, oh, I don't want to watch it because it's so long, which is why on my channel I'm trying to make a complete guide to One Piece. But yeah, everyone gets down on it, and they also say that like the battles aren't good or that they're repetitive, and they are repetitive. I mean, every, like, I'd say 3 or 4 arcs has the same so sorry for yawning there. Every 3 or 4 arcs has the same theme. We had Enies Lobby. Robin gets kidnapped. And then Tontada Land, or I don't know what the name of Big Mom's Branch of Islands is called, but Whole Cake Island, that whole arc, that was Sanji kind of getting kidnapped. So there's a couple of arcs about like one of the Straw Hats getting kidnapped, and then everyone has to go save them. And I mean, that started from the beginning. Zoro was the first one to get kidnapped because he was in a kidnapping situation when it started. Well, not really a kidnapping situation. He was being punished by the Marines. But anyways, that theme in One Piece comes around a lot, where just there's a Straw Hat in trouble. They're being held captive. We got to go save them. So, yeah, the arcs do repeat a lot, but there's different ways of solving those problems, and that's what makes the show interesting. Trick said, nice way to start the video with segment. Oh, that wasn't the segment. That was just my talk on Ukraine. But we will get to the segment. It's going to be probably around the end of the video, to be honest, or the live stream. Anyways, anime versus manga. I will always go manga. Manga will always be better than any anime version of it. Naruto manga, better than the Naruto anime by leaps and bounds. One Piece manga, more concise, better put together than the anime. The anime, everything's all over the place. At least in the manga, yeah, in the manga, you get one chapter, one story, one part of the story that's going on. But that part of the story, there's so much detail put into it. In the anime, every part of the manga is put in different places. Like, for example, where they're at in chapter 1000, where they're trying to get to the roof, like at that point in the anime when they're trying to get to the roof, and you have the whole thing with like the Brachio tank with Usopp and Chopper in it, and they're fighting against the numbers and losing very badly. That whole thing was like, or their whole ordeal with fighting the numbers was pretty much filler. Like that whole thing with Frankie creating the tank for them and stuff, that lasted like 3 seconds in the manga, and then they immediately got back to the stuff that mattered. Chopper healing the disease, Zoro beating Apu, and by that point in the manga, Luffy was already up top fighting Kaido, had gotten knocked down into the ocean and stuff. Like, I'm sorry for spoilers, but like the anime is nowhere near where the manga is right now, and it's frustrating to watch the anime because as someone who knows the manga, I am constantly pointing out this didn't happen. This shouldn't be here. This isn't how this went. And I'm upset that the anime doesn't go by the linear storytelling that the manga does. It does everything. It takes every part of the story and puts it all into one place, all into one circle. Which is upsetting. Oh, he said I meant your anime list. Oh, okay. Sweet. Anyways, dub versus subbed. Subbed mostly, but honestly, whatever version I started watching the anime in, I started watching My Hero Academia in English dubbed. But once it got to a point where all the English dubbed episodes ran out, then I had to start watching in subbed. But for the longest time, I was watching it in dubbed. One Piece, however, I have to watch it in subbed. I can't watch it in dubbed because I've just always watched it in subbed. Dragon Ball Z, I cannot watch that in subbed because growing up, I always watch it in dubbed, and in dubbed, Goku has a somewhat mid-range voice. But in dubbed, Goku has Sean Schemmel's mid-ranged male voice. In subbed, Goku sounds like Gohan. Like Goku has Gohan's voice in the subbed version. So yeah, if you watch dubbed Dragon Ball Z and then subbed Dragon Ball Z, it will not make sense at all. It will make absolutely, or your mind will flip. Anyways, anime that I love, and I'm just gonna lightning go through this really quick. My Hero Academia, One Punch Man, Dragon Ball Z, XL Saga, Ultimate Muscle, Sword Art Online, Bobo, Soul Eater, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, and Space Dandy. There are a lot more. Honestly, Naruto should be on that list. But yeah, those are about the top anime that I really liked. Trixier said, yeah, that's one thing anime does at times is the filler part. Yeah. And I mean, that can be frustrating as a manga reader. Animes that I'm trying to watch, these are animes that I have watched like the first episode of, and I just haven't taken the time to continue watching them. Dragon Ball Super, I watched like the first maybe 3 to 5 episodes of that, and it's so hard to get through, especially because I've already seen the movies. I saw Battle of Gods and Resurrection of Frieza. And watching the episode versions of those movies makes it feel like I'm watching the movie, but it's taking so much longer. Like I already know the plot, and I just want to get to after the plot. And I mean, some people would be like, well, if you've already seen the movies, just start at Tournament of Power. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to start at Tournament of Power, because if I'm watching an anime, I want to watch the entire anime so that I can feel that accomplishment. Do you know what I mean? Also, Boruto, Naruto Next Generations. I've watched probably 5 episodes again of Boruto, and I just can't do it. I can't. It's like they took the Chunin exams part of Naruto and made it an entire anime. I keep constantly asking myself, when is this going to be interesting? One of the episodes was about Boruto trying to get a sandwich from a shop before Sarada did. That was the plot of an episode. And I'm like, where is the action? Where is the suspense? Every episode in Naruto at least had like maybe a mention of, oh, hey, a ninja's on a dangerous mission right now. But Boruto is just like, hey, we're the kindergarten version of Naruto. Look at us. We're doing nothing. And it just pisses me off so much. Drake says most of Boruto is filler. Only 3 arcs are canon. Are you kidding? Why would you make an anime that is 75% filler? Honestly, in my opinion, people shouldn't even watch Boruto. If you want more Naruto content, go back to the beginning and watch original Naruto, but skip all the Sakura parts, because Sakura in original Naruto was piece of crap. Like she was barely useful at all. But yeah, go back, watch original Naruto. I mean, honestly, and this is the one F word I get in this live stream, fucking the Land of Waves. The Land of Waves arc was better than Boruto. My word. Animes that I think need a second season. These are animes that currently don't have a second season, even though one of them I've heard is getting a second season, but I really want them to. Dead Man Wonderland. If Dead Man Wonderland got a second season, I would love it. Aesthetica of Rogue Hero, that's kind of a niche one. I just randomly found it while watching anime with a friend at one point. But it ended very badly. It ended very open-ended with more questions than answers. I don't know why I put that, because that doesn't well, it needs another season because it also ended very open-ended and badly. They were about to go fight a boss, and then everyone just commented, hey, isn't the anime over? And then it ended. Like, yes, the anime has 75 episodes, but if you're gonna end an anime on a cliffhanger, at least be like, hey, we will come back with a movie or an OVA or something at some point. Trick says most of the episodes are before the manga for Boruto. Okay. Danganronpa the animation. And I believe I'm actually wrong about this, because I believe they made an anime for part 2. Either they made an anime for part 2 or part 3, and they're missing one of them. But either way, they need to make another season to continue the story of Danganronpa. And of course, The Devil is a Part-Timer, which I have heard is getting a season 2. I don't know when. I hope it's soon, but Devil is a Part-Timer definitely needs a season 2. It was so good, and then they just kind of quit on it. One more I'd probably add that needs another season. It already has a season 2, but One Punch Man would definitely benefit from having a season 3. I think that would be awesome. We just got a third person viewing the live stream. That's awesome. Third person, if you could go ahead and write in the comments your thoughts on animes that need a second season. That would be awesome. Anyways, not well-known animes that I love. These are very niche animes that not a lot of people have heard about, but I absolutely love them. Welcome to the NHK was a great anime. It's very weird, especially the ending theme song, but it's good and it's heartwarming, and I'd highly recommend it. Princess Jellyfish was also really good. Very coming of age story. It's a moe coming of age story. And it also had the first cross-dresser that I've ever seen in I had ever seen in anime. but it like a serious crossdresser, like this is their lifestyle, not like a joke one. But yeah, Princess Jellyfish, really good. Little Witch Academia, absolutely amazing. They managed to take a anime that was only about 17 to 20 episodes long, and they fleshed out a full and total story in it. And it felt like if they had put it together, they could have made a Miyazaki movie out of it. And I would have loved it just the same. Absolute eye candy. Everything is a spectacle. So yeah. Um, Angels of Death. Angels of Death is very good. It's right on the line of horror and suspense. Um, but it's very emotional too. Two other animes I'd add to this list would be Kill la Kill and Death Parade. Um, just because they're kind of niche, but they need to be there too. Kill la Kill is less niche though. Best animes of all time, in my opinion. I had to think really hard about these ones just because you can't throw just anything on there. But the ones I put were Angel Beats, of course. The beginning intro alone, the intro theme to Angel Beats should get like a best musical score award. Chobits. Oh my god, Chobits. Don't get me started on Chobits. Kanokan. Um Kanokan was pretty good. It was like it's the lesser of the best animes of all time, just because it's so niche. But it's pretty much just about it's kind of reverse vanilla, because it's about a boy who this girl is kind of it's like stop teasing me, Nagatoro-san. But if the girl was secretly a magical fox. Um, yeah, that's about it. Parasite the Maxim. Oh my god, Parasite the Maxim. If anyone has seen Parasite the Maxim, you know what I'm talking about. Um, fully fleshed out story, characters that you cared about. It was very horror. It was very suspense, but I can deal with a little bit of gore if it's centralized, if it's put in the right places for the right reasons. Wonton gore, don't like it. That's why I can watch Parasite the Maxim, but I can't watch Elfen Lied, because Elfen Lied has wonton gore for gore's sake, and Parasite the Maxim has gore because the story demands it. I thought it was awesome, especially the ending and stuff. I won't spoil it though. You just have to go watch Parasite the Maxim. Devilman Crybaby. Started out not that good. The first two episodes I wouldn't recommend, but you get into the rest of it, and there's a lot of emotions there. But yeah, I mean, again, the ending will just blow you away. All these are great because they have great endings. Um, Angels of Death, already told you about that. That's pretty much about trying to escape out of a building while every floor has a new killer or murderer on it. Little Witch Academia, and Death Note. Like, how couldn't you put Death Note on one of the on the best animes of all time? Um, Honestly, I'd probably put Dragon Ball Z on here too. Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece, all of those. But Death Note, just so good, so gripping, so much emotion to all of it. Animes that I want to watch. These are animes that I haven't seen, but I'm planning on watching them. Konosuba looks really interesting. Especially Megumin, with her explosion. Um, especially uh, Megumin 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 with her explosion Ray Zero starting life over in a new world, because I think that's about a guy that when he dies he comes back to life or something like that. I do want to watch that. And Tokyo Ghoul. I know there's a little bit of horror in it, but I feel like the horror part is going to be kind of like Parasite the Maxim. It's not going to be gore for gore's sake. It's going to be gore because the plot demands it. So I'm excited to watch Tokyo Ghoul. Number one recommended anime. If I had to recommend one anime to anybody, specifically for people starting out, for people who are avid anime watchers, Angel Beats. Like, if you are a fan of anime at all, from a beginner in anime to a veteran anime watcher, Angel Beats is the anime for you. It can appeal to appeal to beginner anime watchers. It can appeal to older anime watchers. But yeah, Angel Beats is absolutely amazing. It's light. The ending gets heavy, but yeah, it's good. It's really good. So my number one recommendation, Angel Beats. So we've hit about the 41-minute mark, and I know you guys have been waiting a long time for this. And so right now, I'm going to be debuting the newest segment to Anime Legends, and this might move to a different day just because of based on its content. But the new segment I will be doing in Anime Legends is I will be doing a review of the most recent One Piece chapter. And I want to get into this just because I've been watching channels like BDA Law and Grand Line Review and stuff like that. And I've realized that to review an anime, or an anime chapter, you don't really need to show the anime on or the manga on screen. Did I say manga episode? I meant I will be reviewing the most recent One Piece manga chapter. I want to start doing that, and the most recent chapters, or the chapters, come out about every Friday. And so I'm wondering, and I would ask you guys what you think. Would you want me to be doing a review of the chapter on Tuesdays on my live stream? Or would you want me to do a review of the chapter by doing a second live stream on Fridays? Because that is also possible for me to do. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and review the most recent One Piece chapter. If I can grab my notes here. Anybody who who only watches the anime or doesn't want the manga to be ruined if you haven't caught up yet, that's why I left this to the end of the video. You're good to click off the video if you don't want to hear about it. I know Trix keeps up in the manga, and this segment really is going to be for people who have kept up in the One Piece manga. So the most recent chapter that we had in One Piece was chapter 1041, and chapter 1041, which was titled Komurasaki. So of course, in the cold open here, we have Yanji and Niji. These are Sanji's brothers, if you don't know quite yet. They are being punched by Pudding for bullying Sanji when he was younger, and Pudding is, of course, who Sanji was supposed to marry when he kind of got caught up in the whole business on Whole Cake Island. And honestly, I think Pudding would be great. I think Sanjay really should marry Pudding. To be honest, once everything is said and done, maybe at the end of the story, I think that'd be great. Anyways, so we go into the chapter. Right now, Momonosuke is saying, "Hey, I spoke with Zunisha briefly, but I still do not have the whole picture." Zunisha is calling out to him telepathically. Zunisha, by the way, is the giant elephant that the country of Zhao is located on. And the elephant is calling out to him telepathically and saying, "Hey, you know what? I'm here to fight. Let's do this." Now, Zunisha was told to walk for 800 to 1,000 years, something like that, by the guy whose name is Joy Boy. And Joy Boy was apparently the person who was going to have control over the 4 ancient weapons of the world, one of them being Pluton and one of them being Zunisha. So now we're asking the question, hey, so he's calling out to Momonosuke psychically, and this is the question we're asking. We're asking, is Momonosuke Joy Boy? And we know that the last Joy Boy was the sun god Nico. But that was like 800 to 1,000 years ago. So Zunisha is almost done walking. And Wano is probably where he is trying to reach. So we have Momonosuke still trying to slow down Onigashima with his dragon clouds and stuff. And he's just struggling because now, like, Shinobu brought him forward 20 years, like aged him forward 20 years. So currently right now he is about I think he's like maybe late 20s, like he's 28, 30 years old, something like that. And he's really struggling because his dad was like this huge, great leader. And he says, "I'm not as wise as he was. I think of the potential dangers to the people of Wano, and it makes me want to keep the border shut." Like, he gets it. He's like, yeah, Oden wanted to open the borders, but then look what happened. Then Kaido came in. All these pirates came in. Like, Big Mom, everything dangerous is coming to destroy Wano, and he's like, it makes me want to shut us down and keep us away from the world. And he's asking Yamato, he's like, does that make me a coward? And like, no, that doesn't make you a coward. That makes you a flipping smart dude. Like, anybody would think that, and nobody would blame you for thinking that. So then we move forward to the corridor battle, and we find that Raizo has beaten the Fukuro Kujo. And Fukuro Kujo was the leader of the ninjas for what was it? Orochi. And he's fighting against Raizo. They've been in a burning room, and Raizo has like held up, holding on to the jutsu that will spray a bunch of water everywhere and put out the fire. And he's pretty much killed Fukuro Kujo and burnt him to a crisp. And Raizo wanted to do this because he's kind of like the Peter, the biblical Peter of the Nine Red Scabbards. He is fully okay with dying like Oden did. And and Oden didn't die specifically that way, but he is okay with burning because Oden did. This is kind of reverence to him. Jinbei shows up, says, "Hey, you're one of the samurai. Why are you still here?" And he says preparations are almost complete. Then we go into the second floor, the treasury, where there is Orochi and this mysterious girl who is playing a she's playing a what is it called? Uh she's playing one of those like ancient like Chinese guitars or something like that. Anyways, she finally reveals that she is Komurasaki, and right then a giant part of the ceiling falls in on Orochi, and he is trapped, and she hit him with a sea stone nail, which, as you know, can sea stone can uh negate the powers of a devil fruit user. And so Orochi is not able at this time to transform um into his oh what is it called? Um his seven-headed serpent form. Um or his hydra form. So he's just sitting there. He can make his head really, really big, but he can't transform his body. And Kuromasaki's just sitting there, and she reveals that Odin is her father. So we now know that Momonosuke uh, and Komurasaki are siblings. They are brother and sister. And then Yamato, who is Kaido's daughter, wants to portray himself as the new Odin. As you know, Yamato is Yamato self-identifies as a man, even though physically he is a woman. Anyways, so Komurasaki kind of just sits there smiling, or no, not even smiling. The song that she's playing for Orochi is the one that she played for Odin, and so she's crying. And she has said, "I had to wear the mask so you couldn't see me crying, and not to give away my identity." She didn't want Orochi to see her crying while playing the song, and so she's kind of just sitting there, and she's just gonna kind of be like really creepy and just watch Orochi die. And also, I am not sure, but I believe that Komurasaki actually got killed by Orochi earlier in the story, earlier in Wano, and so he's not even sure if this is a ghost or a hallucination or what. So we move on to the castle basement. In the castle basement, Okiku, which is let me make sure I'm getting this right. I think it's Kanjuro. She's Kanjuro's wife, is fighting against CP0, the masked guy, and he does finger pistol, and she shoots him. So she sacrificed her life to take out one of CP0. They're both dead on the floor. And that's Aizo. So there's the other guy in CP0. They get a call that comes in on a Denden Mushi, and it says coming from the five elders, and the five elders are like, you go get Straw Hat Luffy now. Like, Luffy needs to be eliminated. He needs to be taken out. So currently, Straw Hat Luffy is about the most wanted man in the world, not considering the bounties. But they're just like, you need to take out Luffy right now. We take a look at Drake. Drake's probably going to try to fight the other guy from CP0 to stop him from getting to Luffy. Elsewhere in the basement, Usopp is riding on a giraffe that has been mind controlled by Tama, and they are holding on to Kanjuro and one other guy that I think maybe it's Killer or something like that, but they're trying to get them to a safe place so they can be treated for wounds. Um, Everyone's just really wondering if the island is going to hold. Frankie is trying to pull Zoro up out of the hole that he's in. Zoro is still in hallucinations, fighting against death himself. So we still don't know if Zoro's coming out of this. But yeah, everybody's really running around. Zeus is really feeling the weight of Big Mom being defeated now, and 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 I was actually surprised because Zeus still existing is proof that Big Mom is not dead. Um, because when a devil fruit user dies, all of the effects of their powers dissipate and no longer exist. And so the fact that Zeus still exists means that him being a part of Big Mom's soul, it means that Big Mom is still not dead. Um, so she's gonna come back, and I thought it was interesting that Zeus, like, I'm surprised that Big Mom, as a last ditch effort, didn't pull Zeus back into herself, because Zeus himself is a part of Big Mom's soul. Um, Maybe something happened that made that gave his soul like its own free will, and he's now a living entity outside of Big Mom. It made the soul inside him his own soul, but we will see about that. Um, so then we go on to where Law and Kaido beat Big Mom. Huge hole in the floor. And they're just kind of tired, and Law's just like, you know what? I don't even care. I'm so wiped out. I don't even care if Kaido comes back in here and murders both of us. I'm down for the count. We can't keep going. Now, he did say that before, and then he cracked out our room, which a lot of people are saying stands for Rosinante room. Um, but Trix here says Kaido flashback was cool. I will get to that. Lon Kid are coming clutch. They are. But it looks like they might be down for good now. Luffy and Kaido still fighting it out, still duking it out, and Kaido just realizing that Lin Big Mom has been defeated. So that is extremely crazy. The goings on there. So yeah, he has this whole Kaido flashback is amazing. He has this whole flashback of Lin Big Mom back when she was like really skinny and really beautiful even. And just her claiming that she's the woman who will rule these seas. And Big Mom was super attractive back in the day. In fact, I'm not sure if it's true, but I think at one point they said that Whitebeard and Big Mom even dated at one point, which is really amazing. But yeah, Kaido just gets so broken up because they promised each other that they were gonna get to the final island, Raftel, and they were gonna share the One Piece, which I don't think that was gonna happen. Honestly, they both have such big egos that one of them would have been like, no, I get the whole One Piece, I get to be king of the pirates. And they would have destroyed each other, so this might be good in the end, but anyways, Kaido gets super broken up over all of that, and then he doesn't notice Luffy just unleashing with the Hydra attack. And I love what he says here because it's so poignant for today's world because Kaido's just like, oh, my dreams aren't going to get accomplished the way I wanted now. And Luffy comes back. He's like, don't talk to me about your dreams. Your dreams made the people of this country starve. He's just like, your goals and stuff, like, effed over everybody else on this entire island. Like your dreams can go take a dirt nap. You can go get stuffed, my dude. Like I'm about to give you the GG. And kind of ironic because the word go means 5 in Japanese. He says that Gear 4th is about to run out now, or he's going to give Gear 4th one last go. So I don't know. Some people are saying when he says he's going to give Gear 4th one last go, it means that he's about to get a new transformation. He's about to hit Gear 5 or like maybe Legendary or like Gear Legendary or something like that. Something big is what they think is coming. I fully disagree. I think Luffy's just about to hit his limit, and he like he said, Gear 4th extremely tires him out, and he's seeing that he has advantage. He's pulling advantage right now, and I love the panel right here. I can't show it, but there's a panel where we see Luffy like coming up. He's got like the dragon ring, the dragon clouds around him and stuff, and he just looks like Roger as like a demon. Oda is just amazing at this, but anyways, he's seeing that he's pulling advantage right now, and he wants to push that advantage and get Kaido down for good. So he's like, I'm gonna crack out Gear 4th one more time. I'm gonna try to beat you to the devil, and then that's it for me. And then he's like, I'm out. I'm out of tricks. He's like, I'm gonna hit you hard one more time, and if you don't go down, then I'm done. That's it. And I'm sure that isn't it. Like, I'm sure Luffy gonna keep going, but he's just, it's at this point where he's just like, I got one trick up my sleeve left, and I'm gonna give it my all. He says, I'm giving Gear 4 the one last go. I won't stop swinging until I have nothing left. I'm kicking out of this country for good. And I love what Kaido says here. He's so out of it. He's drunk and he's sad about Big Mom being defeated. He's just like, where are these? He says, where are these punches coming from? Because apparently Hydra is like the Gatling version of Black Mamba, where I like Luffy is straight up like Spider-Man PS2ing it, because I don't know where these punches are bouncing off of. Like they're literally coming from everywhere. So that's crazy. That's chapter 1041 of One Piece. There is no break, so next week I'm gonna be talking about chapter 1042, whatever that turns out to be. I would like you guys to tell me in the comments right now if you think that I should keep doing this segment, because the segment pulled us a good 20 minutes. So if you want me to keep doing the segment, keep describing the chapters, I definitely will. If you want me to play them out a little bit, like a radio skit or a program or something, I will try to do that. But yeah, tell me if you want me to keep doing it on the live stream, or if you want me to actually make a separate live stream that is about the new chapter. I will say, if I did do a second live stream about the new chapter, it might help the algorithm a little bit, just because then I'd be getting into the same niche as like BDA Law, Grand Line Review, those kind of people, and I could maybe get some attention from them, or pull some attention from them. But yeah. Just a couple more comments here. Trick said, seeing Kaido in tears was sad. It is sad. There are, and that's what I love about Oda. There are moments where you want to cry for the bad guy. And honestly, I'm at the point looking at Kaido where I'm just like, Luffy, you might want to stop beating him because he's kind of beating himself. Drix is going over One Piece segment, sure. Okay. Interesting, a separate live. But that's my question. Do you want me to keep doing the segment on the live stream, or do you want me to do a separate live stream? Is kind of what I want to know. Anyways, we are over the hour mark. Just really quick, go to Patreon, sign up to become a patron. That would be absolutely great if you could support me in any way. Even $5, $10 a month, doesn't matter. It will be great. And then also teespring.com/store. And then it's /Afro-X-2. That is correct. So and I will put that in the comments also, but yeah, you can get the official Afro-X t-shirt there. Anyways, that's all for today. I'm gonna put this link in here really quick. There we go. Teespring.com/store/ Afro-X-2. And you will find the official Afro-X t-shirt there. Trick says, on the normal one is good, though a separate could bring in others since it's One Piece. Well, then we'll kind of think about it and decide during the week. So, as for next week's episode 38, we might have a review of 1042. If we don't, then you can look forward to the review of 1042 coming in on either Friday or the weekend. But yeah. Also, if One Piece does a break in the manga for the week, then I will let you know about that. Anyways, keep YouTubing, YouTubers. Don't fight the fro, and always remember to stay legendary. I'm gonna let the outro play you out.
unbridled fury. Stand in glory and stay legendary.